Man, those fajitas Mrs. Lee made last night, they were so good. I'm definitely gonna have to eat some leftovers for lunch. But I shouldn't have eaten so many of those refried beans though. That was probably a bad idea. Oh, is this thing on? Oh, hi kids. Sorry. Professional voice. What did you say? I couldn't hardly hear you. Mr. Lee, are you just sitting there farting in your car? Absolutely not. What is wrong with you? This is Flarp up in a jar. What do you mean, what up in a what? It's Flarp up in a jar. Flarp in a jar. Looks like this. Really cool. Something you ought to get. I know you're probably thinking like, here we go again. That's totally off track. No, whoa, no, not in fact. Because once you eat your food and you break it down, digestive system, what happens then? Huh? That's something the pack is going to be covering. So, no, I did not fart. It's just a little flarp. But let's get going with that packet. Come on, let's go ahead and start. All right, let's get started with the packet. This week's topic, animal diversity and adaptation. Diversity, adaptation. All right, organ systems of vertebrates. We studied this topic last week. Those are animals that have backbones. Animals have organ systems just like you do. Here are some examples of the systems that animals and humans have in common. Integumentary system. It's a pretty difficult to pronounce word. Just break it down syllable by syllable. Integumentary system. Integumentary is just a fancy word for skin. Animals do not have skin quite like humans do. Instead, they have tougher skin, feathers, fur, or scales. This outer coat helps protect the animal's insides and keeps the animal protected from weather and environmental conditions, such as very cold temperatures or very dry air. Muscular system. The muscular system allows animals to move. Animals can control their movement to do the things they need to do to survive, like find food, hide from predators, chew their food, and find shelter. Animals, just like you, have voluntary and involuntary muscles. So voluntary means you have to think about it in order to do it. Like if you volunteer for something, it means you choose that you're going to do it. So that would be like if you move your hand or you move your feet to walk. And involuntary is something in on the beginning of the word, means it's not the rest of the word. So you don't choose to do it, it just happens automatically. That would be like your lungs, the muscles in your chest, like contracting and expanding to pump as oxygen comes in and out of your lungs, or your heart beating. You're not thinking about that. That's a muscle that's automatically just working without you having to think about it. Endocrine system. The endocrine system of an animal is made up of glands that each serve a different purpose. Each gland in an animal controls different body functions. Nervous system. Okay, when you hear the word nervous, you probably think like you got butterflies in your stomach. Maybe you kind of have stage fright and you have a presentation and you got to get up in front of people and you're kind of scared about it, like anxiety. That's not this. This is talking about like the nerves that are in your body. We've talked about it in class before. If you compared the human body to like a computer, this would be like the wires that are sending signals from all over the body. So that's that type of nerves, not nervous like how you might normally think. The nervous system of an animal sends signals from the animal's brain to the animal's body and allows the animal to feel hot and cold as well. Circulatory system. The circulatory system of an animal keeps the blood moving throughout an animal's body. The word circulate means to move around. So actually in a classroom, when students are usually sitting at their desk, if the teacher's like moving around, checking on different students' work, kind of making a lap around the classroom, that's called circulating. You don't just stand in one spot and kind of move around and see how people are doing. That's called circulating because you're moving around. So the blood in your veins is moving around through your body. It goes to your heart, it gets sent to all the different veins all over your body, it moves around. Animals have veins, capillaries, and arteries, just like you. Respiratory system. The respiratory system allows animals to take in oxygen, which they need to survive, and breathe out carbon dioxide. Respiratory, there's actually a piece of medical equipment called a respirator. So if someone, or maybe you have an asthma attack or you're just having trouble breathing, I guess nowadays with the coronavirus, this has kind of been something people have been thinking about a lot. It's been in the news. A respirator is something that helps your lungs to function, helps you to be able to get oxygen. The digestive system. The digestive system breaks down the food animals eat so that animals can break their food down into energy. So digestive, it sounds like the word digest. When you eat your food, it takes a little bit of time for it to digest. Your body gets all the energy out of it, the enzymes, and then what happens after that is coming up next. Animals need energy to move around and carry out their life processes. And then after the digestive system, like I said, you eat your food, and then there's something that happens after that, the excretory system. This system allows animals to rid their body of waste. Okay, so excretory, that's just a fancy scientific sounding word for like pooping. Okay, another scientific word for poop would be excrement or feces, fecal matter, just poop. It's how you'd probably hear it, or there's some other ways you could describe it. That's enough of that. Anyway, the way you can think about it, the X right here, the beginning of the word, X, it's like the word exit. So if there's like an emergency exit, that's what you would get out of the building by following the exit signs. So exit means to go out. So when your body's broken down the food and it's time for the food to go out of your body, that's this system right here. It also would include not just waste, but like gas. So passing gas, or what would be known as flatulence. That's a scientific word for what you would probably refer to as farting. That's involved with the excretory system as well. The reproductive system. This is an easy one. This isn't easy to figure out. This isn't easy to figure out. See, that's what we call it typo, because that doesn't really make sense. This is an easy one. It should say one right here. To figure out, it enables animals to produce offspring. So to have babies, to reproduce. Immune system. This is something, speaking of the coronavirus, like a respirator. This is something that's also been in the news because your immune system protects animals against sicknesses, infections, and diseases. So it's your body's ability to fight back all the harmful germs that come to your body if you have immunity. So there's a lot of research being done right now with the coronavirus. If we can find a vaccine that would be like you get a shot, and that's going to help boost your body's immunity so that if you did get the coronavirus, you could fight it off and it wouldn't affect you as much as it is currently without any sort of vaccine. And the skeletal system. The skeletal system consists of the bones and cartilage that supports an animal's body parts. Cartilage, it's like a material in your body, like your ears. If you feel your ear, it feels kind of like a little bit firm. It's not completely floppy. It's got some structure to it, but you can like bend it. It's not a bone. And also your nose, and I'm sure there's other parts of your body that have cartilage, but so cartilage it's a little bit of a tough material, but it's not a bone. So think about just it's in your nose and your ears. It supports an animal's body parts. So like the skeleton gives the structure to the shape of your body. If you had no skeleton, you would just be like a blob, like a big puddle of jello. All right, animals can move. Animals have the ability to move from place to place in their environments. Plants do not have this ability. So one main difference between animals and plants: animals can move, plants, they're stuck unless someone uproots them and moves them. Some animals can move quite fast in order to escape predators. So think of an animal that you know is very fast, and that's a survival advantage they have to outrun somebody that's hunting them. Animals can move certain body parts in order to protect themselves, such as their strong jaws, sharp claws, or even horns upon their heads. Comparing animals, right? We're going to kind of briefly go and basically can skip through this because we talked about this topic right here, vertebrates and invertebrates. That was last week's topic. And animal adaptations, we've actually, in these packets that we've been doing during this distance learning time. We've actually covered this already as well. So I'll real briefly go back over it. Adaptations are traits that animals have that help them survive in their environment. So there's physical adaptations. Remember, physical is like PE. Think about physical education. Physical is your body, or else another way you can think about that to remember it is like if you're trying to play sports, you have to have like a doctor's note that says you're healthy enough to play. You don't have like a heart condition or some kind of something that could be dangerous if you're like working real hard playing sports. So you have to get a physical. That means they look at your body, they examine you, and sign the little waiver that says you're healthy to play. So that's a physical. And they're looking to make sure you don't need treatment for something that might be wrong with you. Behavior adaptations are activities that animals do which help them survive in their environment. It's something they do. It's not like a part of how their body is. It's like a behavior that they do. Behavior adaptations can be learned from a parent or other animals, or they can be inherited. So remember, I talked about an inheritance. I drew a little money bag. It's like money that's passed down to you. You just got it from a relative or from your parents. An example of a behavior adaptation is how a possum plays this. Is an interesting word. It's a silent O. It's just a possum is how you say it. A possum plays dead when a predator is nearby, or how many animals move in large groups. There's safety in numbers. So a possum, if an animal comes to try to attack it, it's just going to flop over and roll on its back like it's dead. And the animal's going to be like, oh, I don't need to try to hunt this thing. It's dead. That's gross. I don't want to eat some dead animal. Or when they move in large numbers, to think about a herd of zebras. They're running from a lion, and there's like 100 zebras with this crazy stripe pattern. It's just going to make the lion kind of get all confused. Like, what in the world? There's so many blurry black and white stripes. I can't even see what's happening. So if they stick together in a huge herd, that's like a survival advantage for them. All right, also this right here, we covered this in the package previously. So mimicry. Remember I said if you're mocking somebody, you're like mimicking them, trying to do exactly what they do. So in the other packet, there was a picture of two butterflies, a orange and black monarch butterfly that's poisonous, and then one called a viceroy, which looks pretty much almost like it, but it's not poisonous. But a predator might confuse it for the poisonous one, and so it would not eat it. Camouflage, you're familiar with that. It's when you blend in with your surroundings. Migration, that's when animals, especially birds, move to a warmer temperature when it's a cold weather month. And hibernation, we talked about this already. It's like sleeping during the winter months and eating a lot of food ahead of time to store up your energy. All right, what is that animal? The last little section we'll look at. A taigen, which is a crossbreed, or it is a taigen. It makes it seem like there should be a picture right here. I guess that was also another typo. What is that animal? It is a taigen, meaning I guess they thought there was going to be a picture for you to look at and figure out what it was. It's a crossbreed between a tiger and a lion. Part tiger, part lion, a taigen. All right, crossbreeding is when two animals or plants of different breeds and species reproduce, so they have offspring and create an offspring. Crossbreeding does not happen in wild. It only occurs with human intervention. So basically like at a zoo or somewhere where they have like a laboratory and they're doing experiments, then they'll have two different breeds to have offspring. But in the wild, I guess that wouldn't happen. Hybrids are the animals that are produced as a result of crossbreeding. So for instance, a mule is a hybrid. It's a crossbreed of a donkey and a horse. So I'm sure you could think of all types of crazy combinations of animals. Even though this would not happen in the wild, maybe some scientists could try to do some experiments. Like we could have a, let's see, part giraffe, part elephant, a girelephant. That'd be kind of crazy looking. Let's see, they'd probably be having a long neck with like huge ears and a big old body. That'd be really weird. See what you can think of. I'll give you a second. This is a challenge. Think about the craziest crossbred animal you can come up with. Think it to yourself. Let's see what else we can come up with. How about part rhino, part hippopotamus? What would we call that? A rhinoceropotamus. Rhinoceropotamus, okay? That'd be a crazy looking one. I wouldn't want to mess with that. They would be strong, very aggressive. They'd probably have a horn, but the big old hippo body. Anyway, that's an interesting thing. Crossbred animals. Animal diversity. Millions of different animal species live on Earth today. Animals range in size from teeny tiny to huge. Some animals are unicellular, which means there's only one teeny tiny cell that's microscopic you gotta look at under a microscope, while others are multicellular. Some animals have backbones. What do we call those? Okay, good. Vertebrates, how do you pronounce that? While others do not. There are so many animals to study, observe, and discover. See if you can discover an animal you have never heard of before. Do some research at your library or on the internet. All right, now to the question section. We're just going to hit a couple like we've been doing for the previous weeks. Let's look at page number 5. Question number 7. An animal's digestive system breaks down the food the animal eats. This helps the animal get blank from its food, which is essential for animals to carry out life processes. Remember, digestive system is the one that we talked about that comes right before the excretory system when you're making the poop you got from your food. So the digestive system helps an animal get, all right, let's scroll back up, take a look at the digestive system. Oh, right here. Digestive system breaks down food animals eat so that animals can break their food down into energy. You gotta have energy. If you go so long without eating, first you're just probably getting hangry. You're gonna be in a bad mood because you're all agitated and you're hungry. But if it's been some days since you've eaten, you're gonna have like no energy just laying around because you gotta eat. So number 7, page 5, they get energy from the food. Page 6, look at number 6. Which of the following is an example of a physical adaptation? Physical means it what? It has to do with what? Think about PE, think about when you got to get your doctor slip filled out to play sports. Exactly, your body. So let's see which one of these has an adaptation that involves the body. Hunting at night. Okay, that maybe, I could see how you might think that, because an animal, if they're going to be a good night hunter, they have to have a certain type of eyeball that can be able to see in low light like a cat, and that is a part of their body, their eyeball. So let's see if that's the best answer, or maybe something else makes more sense. Traveling in herds. Ooh, we just talked about that with the zebras, but that was a behavior. That's how they act in a big group to confuse the predator. So that's not really their body, that's just how they group up together. Thick fur in winter. Oh yeah, that's definitely part of the body. The thick fur, plus is a little clue that they got a picture of some polar bears here. So that's kind of a giveaway. And let's look at letter D, staying in shade when it's hot. No, that's more of a behavior. You know that if it's hot, you need to go lie down and cool off. So the one that makes most sense here would be C. The thick fur helps you survive in winter, just like these polar bears show. All right, last question, page number 7, number 2. What adaptation does this chameleon use to hunt for food or to hide from predators? All right, so obviously on this one right here, you can see this big, when I zoom in like that, the green chameleon. Your packet would just be black and white. Anyway, but if you know much about a chameleon, or if you were to research it, you would know, oh, this is like a crazy animal that actually can like morph. It's a color shifter. It can basically turn the color of whatever it's near. So right now, he's probably sitting like in the grass. He's all green. If this same lizard-looking chameleon were to climb onto like a brown tree, all of a sudden the skin color would morph over to brown to blend in. It's pretty crazy. It's an amazing animal. All right, anyway, so how it has camouflage to hunt for and to hide from predators. What is it? Well, I just actually gave the answer. It's right here. See, prickly spikes, plays dead. That's the opossum. Mimicry. This is right here, like I mentioned. In the other packet, I got the same picture with the 2 butterflies. But anyway, camouflage is when it blends in with the surroundings. So it's like undercover. You don't see it till it's too late, and it snaps its long tongue at the insect. There we go. All right, so just like other packets, you got your last little section here with the fill in the blanks and the word bank. So go back, read through, mark up the notes, take your time on the questions, and don't forget to log on over the weekend and complete the quick check, so we can just see how you totally mastered your packet. Until next time, don't forget to stay safe, stay healthy. Make sure you go to Google, search for Peekaboo Kids, Dr. Bonox. Watch the video about why do we fart.